but there are pros and cons of being Chinese. And one of the cons is that older Chinese people will expect you to do things for them because you're Chinese, and you will. Because there's respect built into the culture, unlike some cultures. But I was on a Qantas flight, right, which is traditionally considered a white flight. And I was sitting on the window seat, right, and an elderly Chinese lady, she walks up to the front of the plane, and I knew could only be for me. And she starts speaking to me in Chinese, but she doesn't even know that I'm Chinese, but she knows. And she's like, come fill out my customs form for me. So I'm filling out her customs form. And it's quite frustrating because she doesn't know any of the answers off the top of her head. But halfway through, a flight attendant, she comes over and she's like, hey, you actually don't need to fill that out for her. There are people at Sydney Airport who can do that for her, and they speak Chinese as well, and it's their job. You're actually not supposed to fill it out because it's a legal document. So I'm relieved. I go back to my seat. I didn't have to fill out the customs form, and I got to show off that I could speak Chinese. But then the plane goes to night mode, right? All the blinds are down, and the flight attendants, they're back in their cabins, and the curtains are drawn. And the elderly Chinese lady walks back up to me and says, she's gone? So I'm filling out her customs form. We get to the bit where you have to tick all the things you're bringing into the country, and she has all of them. We got like meat, dairy, parts of plants. But then we get to a question that says, are you bringing into the country $10,000 or more in AUD or an equivalent currency? And she looks up at me and she's like, I've got $15,000. What do I do? And it's like I don't know what to do because I've never been in that situation before. But I explained to her what I think will happen. I'm like, if you tick yes, they might tax a portion of it or take a bit of away. But if you tick no, they might find it under all the meat and dairy. So she's staring at this customs form. She's like doing maths and flowcharts in her mind. And I'm just staring at her because I'm excited to see what she ticks. But then about 3 minutes pass. She looks up at me and she's like, take $5,000 into the country for me. And I'm like, sorry, I don't speak Chinese. Just kidding, I would never disrespect my culture like that. I am meeting her after this show. Hey, good on you guys. Keep it easy, take care, and live your best lives, and take care of yourselves, and have a good day. Yeah, good luck.